thing on today? Yeah, it looks good. We're just going to give it a minute or two for people to trickle in and join. And I got it all set up already, so there's nothing to do while we're waiting, really. Except explain the game, I guess. So this is Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. It's a real-time strategy game from, I think, the early 2000s. It's kind of a spiritual successor to Total Annihilation, if you've ever heard of that game. I also have that, and I'd like to stream it at some point, but it's not friendly to the capture, so I'm working on a solution. In regards to other RTS games, it's somewhat unique in that it has a streaming economy and a heavy focus on macro play instead of finer unit control. And as for the gameplay, it's pretty standard RTS gameplay. It's got multiple levels of tech, tier 1, 2, 3, and something called experimentals, which maybe you'll see if I force a game out long enough. Yeah, but for anybody that's joined so far, how are you doing today? Probably going to start in about 3 minutes or so. And I should say I welcome viewer games. If you'd like to challenge me at any point, go right ahead. My DMs on Twitter should be open. But please post in the chat here because I don't check Twitter during streams. So did any of you DM Yoshi today? I hear that's something that you should be doing. I know I DM'd my Yoshi today. Oh, you're not falling for that one again, Suspect Sorcerer. Well, you never know. Maybe Yoshi will DM you. Then what would you do? Would you leave her unread? You wouldn't leave her unread, would you? And hello, Spacer Haywire. How are you doing? And some nerd. Never DM Yoshi, you say. Well, mixed results there. Yeah, looks like we're good to get going, though. So we're just gonna be bashing AIs unless somebody challenges me, since I don't really want to stream a ladder match, since that would be kind of rude to the potential other player. Oh, hello, Lapis. Yeah, but for those of you just joining us, this is Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. It's a kind of old RTS and a spiritual successor to Total Annihilation. Its economy system is a little unique compared to other RTS games. And also, it's a little slow compared to other RTS games, which is something I like. Oh, I have no idea what that is. What's going on there? Well, whatever it is, it's gone now. That didn't show up in my test captures. So, how many of you in chat are familiar with this game? Oh, you are Gale. Very nice. And you haven't seen it, Matthew. I didn't practice much of an explanation for this game because it comes naturally to me at this point. But basically, these little green points on the map are mass extractors, and you have two resources, mass and power. Power is yellow in the upper left, and mass is green. Mass and power are used to build things. Oh, there it is. This is a special kind of power plant on the map. It generates more power than a normal power plant. Let's see, did I do this right? Since the starting resources are a little tight for building a factory, mass extractors, and power plants. But it looks like I did it right this time. I'm just queuing up orders for these engineers to go out and build mass extractors. This is against an AI, but I'm using a modded AI because the vanilla AI is a bit pathetic even with cheats. Thank you for the question, Gale. Oh, and a very nice feature in Supreme Commander is that you can have an infinite build queue. Oh, I'm also using the NVIDIA patch mod. Gale. Yeah, Cyberpunk drivers for NVIDIA GPUs kind of broke this game. Oh, it only worked for a while for you. Did you update your drivers after getting the patch? Because I haven't had any issues with the patch so far. Scout's almost over there. Power plant's done. At this point, we should be building another factory or two. Yeah, so this guy here is your commander. Do I have a preferred faction? I'm playing them right now, Spacer. I'm playing Cybrans right now. I like playing Cybrans because they're Tech 1 unit. Their main Tech 1 unit, the Mantis Assault Bot, is pretty good. It's got a lot going for it, really. It's got a high rate of fire, direct line of sight attack. Oh yeah, Cybran Supremacy, you got that right. Maybe in the future I can do a little campaign showcase and go into the lore for this game a bit more, but it's got some cute little lore. Where are the UEF chads? No UEF chads here, I'm afraid. Now I'm wondering, the AI hasn't captured any mass extractors outside its space. I'm wondering if the mod AI decided to break on me today. Because that's a distinct possibility. Oh, hello, Magical Girl. How are you doing today? Yes, we're playing Supreme Commander. I think... Yes, after this power gen, we're good to go up to T2 on the commander. Idle engineer, shame on me. Many idle engineers, very shameful. Let's just fix that up with some cute orders. And, don't want to get the scout. Since the scout is cloaked, and commanders have Omnia, okay, he's wandering into Omni range. Or no, that's my Mantis attacking a Mass Extractor on the edge of his base. Nice. So basically the goal of this game is to build up your economy as much as possible and crush your opponent with overwhelming production. And it seems that the AI has gone into Tech 2 land as fast as possible, which is a little nuts for me. But luckily the Cybran T1 artillery has a special feature to it, in that it can disable enemy units because it fires EMP shells. So units hit by those in the blast radius get stunned for a small amount of time. And the faction the AI is playing right now, the Seraphim, are an alien race, basically. And their Tech 2 unit, their main Tech 2 unit is an assault bot, which is a humanoid kind of thing, that is very powerful. It's almost like a Tech 3 unit. And I am... I am not keeping up with my economy in terms of production. I should be building more factories right now. These numbers, these plus and minuses in the upper left, tell you exactly what the streaming economy is doing at that moment. Right now we're just trying to, with these 3 Mantis I built straight away, break as many Mass Extractors as possible to screw up his T2 plans. And it looks like the AI chose to not build any military units, and instead go straight into Tech 2 land, which is a poor choice when you're playing against Cybran, because the biggest game plan for most Cybrans is to build a lot of Mantis and destroy your opponent as fast as possible. And now we are mass stalled because I'm building a T2 power generator without any T2 Mass Extractors. I remembered the mod AI being significantly more difficult than this. In fact, it looks like he's not even using the factory that he built. I might have to find a real player to play against. Artillery are lagging behind the main force there. A general rule of thumb in this game is that it takes about 20 or 25 Tech 1 units to destroy an enemy commander. We only have a dozen Mantis and a few artillery here, but there's another wave on the way. And the Tech 2 factory's done. Perfect. So we can get some rocket bots with that, and while we're at it, instead of having to manually queue up those movements. Get these factories to Tech 2. Commander building another power generator. Check idle engineers. And this is going pretty nicely. So one of the key components to the backstory of this game is that it's kind of like a war being waged by artificial intelligence. Yeah, oh, it's definitely in the bag with Wave 2. Spacer. These artillery don't finish him off. Yeah, he's down to less than 2,000 health. Yes, it's called the Infinite War Gale. Good, thank you. Ah, the artillery did finish him off. We didn't even need the Wave 2. Oh, that was a failure on the AI's behalf. So I'll get another AI game going and see if that one decides to actually play. And if not, we'll move on to seeing if we can find a human game. Finding human games in Supreme Commander is a little bit of a pain. Though, again, if any of you in chat would like to play against me, feel free. We can get something set up ad hoc real quick if you have Forged Alliance Forever installed. I would be playing Cybran probably, but I could play UEF if you would not like me to not play Cybran. Yes, for the player match. That's what I meant too, Gale. And as I was saying, a key component to the backstory of this game is that it's a large-scale war waged across billions of planets by artificial intelligence, mostly. The commanders are supposed to be human. Ah, you have your hands full, Spacer, I see. That's fine. Alright, so we will turn on a different AI that is more friendly to random maps. And we will put it into cheat mode. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with playing. There are 4 factions in this game. I'm not very familiar with playing either the Aeon or the Seraphim because the Aeon require a bit more micro. They're more about kiting your opponent, and the Seraphim have a somewhat strange unit roster until Tech 3. Well, Gale, getting FAF set up is pretty easy. You just need to download your client and then link your Steam account to an account on it. Nobody can see the Steam link, so don't worry about it. But there is a username history. I am entirely prepared to be doxxed by using FAF. But it's the main multiplayer connector for people looking to play Forged Alliance in the current year. So let me just get a link for that for you right quick. Oh, you have it already. Oh, okay. So is this you saying you'd like to play Gale? Because if that's the case, I can set up an actual lobby. Ooh, it might be. Ooh. Well, I'll play against the AI right now. Keep me posted on that. Where was I going with the artificial intelligence? Ah, yes. Artificial intelligence is becoming kind of prevalent in modern life. It's looking to seep its way into a lot of the things that we do. I don't know how many of you have played something called AI Dungeon. But AI Dungeon is done with a, ooh. You know what, this symbology crap might be the AI telling me that it doesn't know how to draw a map, a point map for itself, or it's the AI drawing a point map for itself. Anyways, AI Dungeon runs off of a speech/text recognition kind of. I think it's mostly text or all text. I'm not quite sure, but it's a text pattern recognition software that's been trained with thousands and thousands and thousands of books, online posts, etc. And the protocol for that is called GPT-3. I think some people also refer to it as Dragon. Yeah, its primary purpose is supposed to be creating realistic stories and titles of things that could exist, probably exist, or might not exist entirely. Ah, yes, most people do use AI Dungeon just for loot, or you're right about that, Gale. Wait, what am I doing? This engineer should be going forward. Ah, yes, there have been lesser pattern recognition projects like Talk to Transformer and I can't remember the name of the one that I'm thinking of, but there's a much older one that was popular around 2009. I want to say. Oh, FAF does need to update somewhat uncommonly. See, engineers don't have a real way to defend themselves, but they have a thing they can do called reclaim that I just did there. Where if you're... and it's a manual command, really. Where if you're quick enough, you can reclaim units that are still alive instead of units that are not. And it looks like the AI is cooperating now. So we're just gonna reclaim this engineer, hopefully. Started a bit late there. It's alright, we've got Mantis on the way. Should probably move the commander up since it's such a small map. Another factory built right quick. Oh, his commander is up too. See, this is what happens when the AI can build twice as fast as you. And yes, the AI did capture one of my engineers at the start there. This engineer should be going around the back anyways.
Commander under attack.
Oh, he's got an artillery unit out front. That's not very nice. Ah, multiple artillery units. This isn't looking good. Although I suppose this is the expected result when you turn on cheat AI on a small map. I very much needed this second factory, but it seems like the artillery he had was intended to deny that. Oh, hello, Pig D6. Supreme Commander is not a military simulator, that's correct. It is a science fiction RTS game. Seems like the AI has wasted a lot of its time building anti-air units. Although I suppose that's, again, not much of a problem when you build twice as fast as a human.
Commander under attack.
I am suffering from a lack of engineers at the moment, since I sent most of my engineers forward. Ah.
Commander under attack.
Perhaps if I had power storage. But I think this is lost by lack of engineers. I'll play it out, though. And yes, sometimes the math does just win. 2 times build speed, 2 times gather speed for the AI is a bit of a heavy-handed advantage.
Commander under attack.
Although this is more of the challenge that I was remembering. If I had my scouts still, I would have a vision on the artillery that's shooting at me so I could counterfire.
Commander under attack.
Ah, good, the second factory's done. The commander is looking pretty low, so he's got to go further in the back. Ah, all he's got is artillery right now, but he's also got air units. So I need to plop at least one of those down really fast. His commander is still forward. He's trying to get an engineer past me, and he's attacking. My mechs is on the right, on the left there. It's like we've cleaned up a bit of what he's been sending at us. Although losing the mechs on the left there is pretty painful. I really need to get rid of these artillery in the front. Although it kind of looks like he's out of them. I imagine the AI is transitioning into Tech 2, and if he is, there's nothing I can do about that. That would be game end right there. Ah, he's attacking with 3 Tech 1 tanks, okay. I need this factory to produce some engineers, since there are now bombers overhead. Yeah, there's a lot of reclaim available right now, but it's not safe reclaim, since he's still pressed up into me.
Commander under attack.
Those transports are very safe reclaim, though. I think one more T1 factory would do us very nicely. This one's done building engineers, so it can get right on the Mantis train. what would help is a functional hydrocarbon, which is what those special power plants are called. They're called hydrocarbons, since they pick up, well, hydrocarbons out of the ground, like oil. I don't know what the fuck was about, Simi, but this is a 2x cheat AI. Adaptive cheat AI on a very close quarters map. And yes, that's a T2 engineer, so our defeat is at hand and inevitable. Why is this factory not done? And why are you building artillery? Oh, that looks good. Ah, right, I need a radar. That's what I was forgetting. I don't consider it particularly embarrassing to losing to a 2x cheat AI, but I will try my best to not lose here. We don't quite have the economy to bootstrap into T2 right now. We're just missing the map control because of how aggressive the AI was earlier. Really want that transport reclaim. Ah, there's the push. Come on. What could we do here? Don't have enough storage to upgrade. And we're getting backed on the flank again by engineers. If we break that capture range, the capture resets and then we can reclaim his engineer. Alright. Might be time for a little bit of point defense.
Commander under attack.
We can actually afford one more factory. Uh-oh. That's a T2 transport gunship. That's kind of bad.
Commander under attack.
Ah, there's a Gatling bot in the back too. I have no idea why he's walking his commander through my base, but it's a true flex move. And since this is assassination rules, if his commander dies inside my base and my commander doesn't die in the explosion, I still win. So we're going for the cheese victory against the cheating AI here. Will that get built fast enough? I don't think so. Ah, he's withdrawing. That's what he did. He took out my anti-air guns. And we're about to be mass stalled since he's bombing our external mixes. Where did his comm walk off? Yeah, no way I'm getting that. This one might be better served building a few anti-air guns.
You're in my way.
Yes, the AI likes to throw out some taunts sometimes. I feel there's nothing I can do at this point. My economy is entirely mass stalled now.
Commander under attack. Commander under attack.
There's a T2 mobile shield. Yes, this is the point where we adopt the Japanese tactic.
Commander under attack.
And this is a real thing that you do in team games sometimes, where assassination is turned off. Actually, you know, let's see exactly how cheaty the AI did. I like the end card for Supreme Commander. Oh, no score data. That's interesting. Wonder why it's showing no score data. Normally you'd see a very nice and detailed time graph of how the game went here. Resources. Yeah, 5 times the mass collected that I did. That's the power of a cheat AI. Alright. So, Gale, if you're still there, you wanted to play against me, did you? Or any other viewers that would like to play? Oh, Gale Strategos in the chat. Okay. Let me just scroll down and find you. Alright, I have you added as a friend. I will make the lobby here. You might need identical mods to me. So I will disable all of the mods except for my UI mods, which are client-side. Do you have a map choice? Or are you fine with any map? Any. Okay, I'll just hit the random button a couple times then. Okay. The game name is X underscore in the list, and the password is 1453. Should be up in a second. Let me know if you don't see it in the game list. Oh, it's downloading some things. You might be getting the NVIDIA patch then. Or the map, since I'm not sure if this is a vanilla map or not. And the lobby here has a map feature that shows you a kind of overview of the map and where the mass extractors are. You know what, actually, I don't think this is a vanilla map, so you're probably downloading the map. Ah, there you are.
Group formed.
Will this be a UEF mirror? I think I'll play UEF this time. So ready up when you're ready and we can go. And I should say I should be a little rusty at this since I haven't played in about a year and a half. Ah, good, we're ready. I think it goes without saying, but please no screen cheating. He does have 3 monitors, you're right, Lolly. Oh, you're listening, but you would have to turn your head 90 degrees, I see. Oh, you can't hear game audio. Ah. Oh, let's talk about random things to distract him. That's a good plan, Pig. How do I feel about Age of Wonders? Ooh, I love the Age of Wonders series, especially Age of Wonders 1. Age of Wonders 1 is a little bit of a favorite of mine. I like the, it's almost like a proto Heroes of Might and Magic. Is what it is. How many monitors do I have? I have 2 monitors. I have 2 monitors. I am used to playing this game on a single monitor, so I am playing on a single monitor, and as usual, I have OBS up on my alternate monitor. Where is this engineer? Okay, that looks fine. This engineer is almost done. Probably build another one of these. No, he missed out on the party. And it's nice to be playing about playing on a map that's not extremely close quarters. Usually the game term for that is called comboxing, as in commanders boxing, like fisticuffs. Since you typically have to pull your commander into the front to have any chance at winning an engagement. What do I want to be doing right now? It's the science fiction Age of Wonders. I don't think I've played the science fiction one, simply because of the price tag on it, but it's something that I would like to check out at some point. Oh, you're stuck in the character design screen. Yeah, anytime a game has one of those... Oh, it used to be on Game Pass. I don't use Game Pass, Gale. I don't want to make a Microsoft/Xbox account. I just don't feel comfortable giving that company any of my data, if I can help it. Okay, that's some valuable intelligence we just gathered. You gave a fake name for playing Minecraft. Yeah, that's typically how it goes. And this is almost done, but we're gonna set it to doing that. Perfect. Okay. Now it is most advantageous for me to be doing this. I feel. Swapping to faster fire rate units. Yeah, the fact that you can get doxxed simply from a Minecraft username is a little bit ridiculous. But them's the shakes. That's how the world is, I guess. We should be doing this right about now. Probably also get one of these. Oh, you never gave them a real name to begin with. Yeah, that's fair. But by doxing in Minecraft, it's typically by associating older names. With a persona on the internet. Not strictly doxing, like finding addresses and such. And companies that request a phone number, yes, that's always a pain, isn't it? Should be throwing a... Probably throwing a scout in here at some point. make this a bit more efficient. No idle engineers, which is a pain. Kind of hoping for idle engineers. Only 5 minutes on those. We're looking good right now. Should be. No, can't do that yet. Ah. There's my blunder. Where was that? I heard a gunshot. Where was that? Can't afford the drain. It's probably inconsequential. Move that gear up. eToro. I've never heard of eToro. What is that? What is that pig? Oh. There's more than one here. Don't mind if I do. This definitely is not a vanilla map. Ah, I see. This is T2. Oh. Ah, this is... Ooh. I see. This is a somewhat non-standard setting that I wasn't aware on this map, is that in the map building process for this game, you can set certain mass extractor points to build more mass extractor points around them in real time. So yeah, that is a lot of mass. See, it'll just keep spreading out as long as you keep building T1 mass extractors there. So I did not know this about this map. And I know there's no way that Gale could have known this either. So Gale, in the upper right and lower left, the mass extraction points are expansive mass extractors. Whoever made this really liked the idea of Tiberium. Yeah, I think that is where it comes from. But that's a little bit of a popular thing in this game's community, to the point that there's a map called I think it's called like Super Rush or something, where it's literally just like a 5x5 or a 10x10 flat map with no features that just has mass extractors that do exactly that. Okay, now hopefully we can catch up to our economy here. Let's just do a flyby, get some visual information. Okay. Idle factories. That's never a good thing. You never want your factories to be idle if you can help it. Actually, we're gonna do something cheeky here. Don't tell Gale. Don't tell Gale what we're doing. But you can see this unit. You can read the unit name in the lower left above the controls. Yeah. Right. That's why we upgraded our commander. Ah, T2 fighter bombers. Gale investing in the air game on his side of the map. Well, should protect our investment then. That'll be done soon, which means we can do this now. That force is almost where it's intended to be. Should do this, or smarter. You know, work smarter, not harder. Spare mass is wasted mass. Yes, I am burning so much mass right now. Just because of this stuff in the corner. You know, like on maps with those expansive mass extractors, I think it's okay. Like it's not okay from like a game purist mechanics standpoint, but like it's almost unavoidable when you have expanding T1 mexes. Where are you? You got here and you didn't start working on your shift task. For shame, engineers. And you are idle because I can't keep up with this. Yeah, the fun thing about those is that they do make excellent bombing targets. Wink, wink. So we'll have you build a transport. And then work on... oh, probably a couple of these. I need, desperately, more engineers. We're gonna go on a little adventure here. Ooh. No, okay. They changed that. You used to be able to pick those up with T1 transports. Guess you need a T2 now. Yes, game theory does fail to accommodate the joy that moving little dudes around the screen brings. I don't know why, but it's certainly very joyful. How long has this been happening? How long have I not had anti-air on the ground? That is a big mistake. There it is. Yes, we can afford that transition. This sparks joy. Yes, that is a question you should ask yourself occasionally. Does this spark joy? If it doesn't, why are you doing it? This one can be building bots. I am so used to having to worry about mass. I have this is like an entirely foreign concept to me. And since that factory didn't get put, we cannot afford that. And I am aware that the predominant engineer strategy is to build up T1 engineers, but that's not how we roll. What happened? There they are, and there he is. Gunships are a somewhat controversial unit. Or at least they were in my circle of play the last time I was playing Supreme Commander. Since they are... When used in their appropriate capacity as a raiding unit, they are quite obnoxious. Black dealing with that, thankfully. I don't mind sacrificing the HP on a few of those guys. You all can be power lining. Or not. Terrain. You all need to go up here. Build factory. I am making a somewhat of a mistake here. T3 units only, them's the rules, simple as. Ah, nah, around here we play T2 games. That one's the HQ, it's doing 2 tanks and flak. Combat noises. Yes, okay. Gale. Brickbot is lonely. Oh no. A lonely Brickbot is such a sad sight. You know, if you only have one Brickbot, do you really have an army? No, not shift selecting those units. Ah, okay. Take that out of the queue. Ah, T2 gunships. Very nice, very nice. Excellent. Probably just crippled Gale's power generation right there. Why you don't build all your power generators right next to each other until you can't avoid it. It's because they are marked as volatile. So that means that they explode violently. Okay, so if we go over here and do this... Bullying Gale, oh, come on, Simi. Idle factories. Come on. Now what else could you be doing? Now if you want to see real bullying, I can show you real bullying. Factories that produce idols or factories that produce nothing. I would rather have factories that produce idols, honestly. But right now all I have are idle factories. Tier 3 artillery bullying. No, we're both playing UEF. Real bullying would be experimental artillery. Although it looks like Gale has walked his comm into the water somewhere. Otherwise, this game would have been over by now. Where did he put his commander? He's going to make me build a naval yard. There it is. Okay. So this is the way we're gonna have to play it. Although it looks like this is a shallow water map, so he's not considered a submarine unit at the moment, perhaps. If that's the case, then we're in luck. Although since we can't get a visual with the plane on him, he might be a submarine unit. Normally submarine units are that U but inverted. Oh, we lost him. Where could he have gone? There it is. A better thing to do would be building a second naval yard. So the game is currently in the wind down phase. The Samsung Dynasty of South Korea. An idol factory. They make idols? Oh, and Spacer, you're thankful that you're not in the match. Ah, I see. Walking out of the water. Are you? Big mistake. This might annihilate him instantly. Yep. There it is. Thank you for the game, Gale. Will it give me the nice, fancy score graph that I love so much this time? Yes, yes it will. Here, you can see the score graph in all of its glory. So this is how the game keeps score. The numbers! The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Here's the mass in graph. Nice giant slope there. The real beauty is in the charts here. Please don't bully Egg. Oh, this isn't Egg. We're not playing Egg yet. I don't even know if Egg has this game. We just fought Gale. You can go check Gale out at a link in the chat here. Egg has never played RTS. Ooh. Don't introduce him to me through Supreme Commander then. I can't beat a 2x cheat AI on a 5x5 map, but I don't think I'm bad. Oh, that's what you meant, Pig. Ah, I see. I'm just joshing around a little bit. The real beauty is in the charts. The graphs are more of an at a glance thing. But you can see here the blue against the green gray. The blue, since the graph here in the back is like a percentage of the game. The more color, the better, basically. So it's dead even until engineers start getting built, and I wonder what happened around the 4-minute mark on Gale's end. Since he was taking the game back economically. What does it look like with more players? It looks more complicated with more players. That's as easy as I could put it. But here you can see the wasted resources, the lost units, the built units, the units killed, that sort of thing. I forget what these columns mean exactly. It's been so long. I think this is the units built, and this is the units lost. Yeah, so 200,000 mass. A quarter of that was burnt by not having storage for it or not using it. Similar story with the energy. There's the energy run down there. Kill stats. Pretty okay. What? Ooh. He killed a naval unit? I wonder if it counted as one of those amphibious tanks counted as a naval kill. Alright, enough looking at graphs. Is there anybody else in the chat that would like to play a game of Supreme Commander against me after seeing that? Any hopefuls? Or would you like to go again, Gale? After that, you'd need to be in a 2v1. Yeah, perhaps on that map where you can... The thing about Tier 1 mass extractors is that they're the most efficient for the mass you put into them versus the mass you get out of them. They pay for themselves in 40 game ticks, which is no time at all. That map was a little ridiculous. I was not aware that there was expanding economy in the corners. I'm sorry about that, Gale. Take a little sip there. Stay hydrated. If you'd like, we could play on a map that I know is vanilla, that does not have that weird expanding economy quirk. Ah, yes, you'll try again. Okay, the lobby information will be the same. Let me just find a better map. Many of the maps in this game are built for team games like 2v2s and 3v3s. So it can be hard to find a map that's suitable for a 1v1. Sometimes you have to settle for a good 2v2 map. Alright, game's going up right now. It'll be online in a second. Seaton's Clutch is anything you want it to be. True enough, but that map gets stale after playing it or seeing it a couple hundred times, doesn't it? At least it gets stale for me. Absolutely not a big fan of Seaton's. Ooh, capture working. There it goes. Okay, lobby information is the same as last time. X_1453. It is too classic. Although it's not classic enough that you see it in popping up in other RTS games. At least I haven't. I think it would make a oh, what's the name of it? I think it would make a good Company of Heroes map. Or a wargame map. Speaking of which, has anybody in the chat played Company of Heroes? Or would like to see me play it? Because I've never played Company of Heroes, despite having it in my library for probably 6 years now. Oh, you've played both. Very good, Gale. Yeah, Planetary Annihilation has those weird choky robot planets. PA is too high concept for its own good, really. Company of Heroes is a little like Dawn of War without the bolters, from what I understand. The way squads work and everything, but it's less about squad micro and more about map control. Like pure map control. Like Company of Heroes just distills map control in RTS games to its finest form. Do you like the map, Gale? I know this is a vanilla map. But yeah, Dawn of War. Dawn of War 1 has a really nice mod for it called the I think it's called Ultimate Apocalypse. That fixes the camera from being zoomed in up units' butt cracks all the time. So you can actually zoom out. It's a really nice feature there. Oh, and it also basically adds every unit from the tabletop into the game, including Titanic units. So there's that. Yeah, ready up when you're ready, Gale. I'll be playing UEF again. I think it does have Emperor Titans. They might not be entirely to scale. Oh, the AdMech. I hate that the AdMech are kind of tacked on to the Imperial Guard in the Ultimate Apocalypse mod. Thankfully, they're their own thing on the tabletop since I think 8th edition. I'm an AdMech guy. I like the AdMech. All the robots and cyborg gadgets and stuff. It's very nice. Yeah, but for some reason, and I do kind of know the reason. Yes, Omnissiah set us free. Yeah. the Warhammer 40k universe really doesn't like artificial intelligence, especially humans. Humans really hate artificial intelligence because the artificial intelligence kind of fucked them over at some point. Oh, you played Stygies. Oh, nice. I just play Mars mostly for the Canticle reroll. Yeah, the Iron Men. Gale knows the lore. And the Golden Men, I think. I know there was more than one kind of metal man mentioned in 40k lore. Yeah, the AI Warpath they ripped from Dune, yeah. Just like they ripped the Spacers Guild from Dune. Turned everybody into psychers. Yeah, and for anybody curious, this map is titled Four-Leaf Clover, because it kind of looks like a four-leaf clover. Yeah, real non-sequitur of a joke there, I know. RTS stars are also Dune chads. Did you know that Dune has multiple RTS games built in its universe? Dune chads are kind of RTS stars by default. Yeah, Double Canticles is very silly. But the opportunity to get many more Shroud Psalms than you might otherwise for the free cover bonus is very nice. Dark Mechanicum representation. Oh, I'm so sorry that you're trapped in 30k Spacer. God, there's so much neat stuff just stuck in 30k. Like, the amount of AdMech stuff that could be ported from 30k to 40k is ridiculous. And sorry for all this Warhammer talk here, but 30k is like an alternate tabletop set in a different lore period for 40k when the Space Marines were warring with themselves and the Emperor was killed. Killed in air quotes. Oh god, yeah, the fact that they're all also gated behind Forge World is kind of suck. Yes, the false Emperor. Wait, no, not the false Emperor. There is no false Emperor. Gale revealing his true colors as a Chaos Chad. I see how it is. Messed up my build order a little bit here. This is the part where Gale shows that he was sandbagging in the first game and kicks my butt in. I'm calling it right now. Because I am by no means a god gamer at this game. They will make a Unification Wars ripoff. Oh no. I don't know if that's up New Games Workshop's alley, really. They seem to be kinda nicer than the Games Workshop of years past. Although it may just be corporate jargon. Yeah, here's fine. Actually. I'm gonna be cheeky about it. I'm gonna do the cheeky thing. You see this circle here? This yellow circle is the build circle. Units that can build things can build inside that circle. So if we get the engineer right up here. Right up here. Darn. Looks like they built the map around preventing that. Okay. Need more engineers. Walk around that. Yeah, that's something more prevalent in another game in the Total Annihilation variant category called Zero K. It's like an open source kind of remake-ish of Supreme Commander as a series. Yeah, the perimeter subcom hybrid. Yeah, they really like terraforming and weird energy grid management stuff. Kill Team. The 40k variant Kill Team. I have not played that. That's the smaller scale version of 40k, but I would like to play that at some point. It's a lot more character driven and more suited for role playing, if you can believe it. If you can believe it. Okay. That was a wise decision up here. Oh, and it looks like one of my engineers walked into a gun. Oh, and space, are you proxy? Yeah, that's a fair choice. Really. With how expensive it is as a hobby. Most of my models were gifts, actually, and I'm very fortunate in that regard. It allowed me to focus on buying paint and then not painting my guys because I am afraid of screwing up the paint job so much. Epic 40k, like Apocalypse? Because the Apocalypse variant is something that I've wanted to try for a while. But I don't have enough dudes. Even if I did paint them all, I don't have enough dudes. Thin my paints. Listen here. If I don't paint my dudes, there's no paint to thin. Okay? I think that's a pretty fair take on it. You can't have paints that you need to thin if there's no paint in the first place, right? Okay. Should probably get these factories in gear. Yeah, definitely need to get these factories in gear. And it looks like we're gonna have a slight replay of the last early game we did. How long do these take? 5 seconds? Yeah, okay, that's fine. 3-1. No, I want 2-1. Yeah, so the production in this game can actually be managed in ratios with the repeating build queue. So if you want like 50% of your army to be main battle tanks, then you just need to have 50% of your build queue to be main battle tanks. Where are these going? They're going here? Okay. What is the order to interrupt an infinite queue for a special build? I'm not sure, since when I want to do special builds, I either build a new factory, or I clear the queue for the special build, and kind of leave it in there. Since there's not much use for special builds outside of playing it in a modded game, where there are more techie units, like mobile point defense. And if there's interest, I would be very happy to organize some modded play of this game. Just hunting down one of Gale's engineers there. Setting up a Sky Patrol. Any idle engineers? Yes. Go, my children. Proliferate. Be happy. Tanks, anti-air, tanks, guns, bots. Okay. Now we're power stalling slightly. Just power line with our comm a bit. All caught up on production. Some army not doing anything. Let's march that in. Ah, looks like interceptors. Interceptor fights. Okay. Catching up on the power gens. We wanted to take this. I hope seeing this is entertaining to you all. I know this is a little bit less talkative, less information-focused than some of my previous streams have been. But RTS requires a bit more concentration from me than a little road-tripping game does. Where did those planes go? There they are. Hunt them down. Now, if I wanted to be really cheeky, and I mean really cheeky, which I do. Oh, is that T2 point defense? No, that's just 3 T1 point defenses. Okay. Where are they? There they are. Give some micro orders. Stop walking into the point defense. What am I going to do with all these bots? Oh, some bots made it in. That'll go down soon enough, and I am burning mass again. What can I do about that? I can power line some more to get prepped for T2 comm. Not interceptors. No idle factories, idle engineers. Build me another factory. Where are you? You can also build factories. We can also... That is already T2. Get these on T2. We have the energy for it, I think. Yeah, no we don't. Oh my, this might be bad. Okay, this is enough of a... This is enough of a mass, and it looks like most of that point defense is gone. So we should be able to walk in. Oop, nope. Nope. Light artillery. There's some more point defense right here around that mass extractor. The game is balanced in such a way that you always have a way to deal with static defenses. T1 long range will outrange T1 static defenses. T2 long range will outrange T2 static defenses. That kind of thing. It's just balanced like that. Okay, and that point defense is knocked out of the park. And his comm is forward. So I think you know what happens next. And as the cherry on top, we'll send some P1 bombers over to blow up this power, but I don't think they're gonna get there in time. Oh, T2 gunships! Gale was building for T2 gunship spam. Ooh, if that had succeeded, that would have been nasty. That was a good game plan, Gale. I think you need to work on getting map control. Since I had about 3/4 of the map. Let's just jump straight to the chart and see how much mass I burned this time. Only about 15% of my mass was burned. So that was much better than the last game. Alright. Any more challengers? I think Gale's done for now. I'll just take a sippy here right quick. Gotta wet my whistle. Yeah. So that's Supreme Commander. It's one of my favorite games. Oh, you look forward to the day where you can get your ass whooped. I'll look forward to it too, Spacer. You're welcome to challenge me anytime. Just gotta take a quick mental cooldown break here before I try to jump into another cheat AI game. If there are no more challenges from the chat. Thought I saw Simi in here earlier. If he's still here, he might be fun to play this against. Since I know Simi can kick my butt in Age of Empires. Oh, challenging Carmine on a wager. Well, Nyaru already took Phasmo as a bargaining chip. I don't know what I could bet against him. I think it's a bit too early for me to be trying to sing. So I don't know what I could put up on the table. Putting up on the table for Carmine. What would he be able to offer now that Phasmo's taken? Probably like Luigi's Mansion or something. The RTS Bros already tried. Don't you remember? Carmine beat Velik at Age of Empires 2. So if there are no more challenges from the chat for the moment, I'll jump into another AI game. Carmine refuses to face you, Simi. Oh no. No more RTS! That's awful. That's truly awful. Grand strategy is a bit too long-winded for a simple challenge. What does that even leave? Card games? Oh, speaking of card games, do any of you play Magic the Gathering? Oh, he fears the Simakos. Carmine fears the Greek femboy. As we all should. Challenging him to chess. Excellent idea. I love chess. Tabletop 40k. Oh gosh. I thought they removed a lot of the mods from the workshop. because Games Workshop is threatening to file suits. Carmine likes chess too. Well, I play most of my chess games versus computers, and I can beat a 1400, 1500 rating computer somewhat reliably. Or at least I used to the last time I was into playing chess. I haven't played it in a few months. I need to relearn some things. Yeah, Tabletop Sim is an excellent purchase. And as for them, the 40k mods being removed, they're only removed from the workshop. If you're interested and you pick it up, just DM me on Twitter, and I can forward you to the last place that I found the 40k resources. Wink, wink. So if there are no more viewer challenges for Supreme Commander, I think I will be getting into another AI game. There it goes. Getting that up right now. Yeah, I saw just a little bit of Carmine playing chess. And I think if he worked at it like he worked at beating the Tiger the other day, he'd be very good at it. But from what I saw, perhaps he's not there at this moment. All right.